Hey, welcome to the double vanity and triple face video. Double vanity and triple face cabinet videos. Someone typed in and said, "I want a double vanity. I want a double sink in a cabinet, but it's triple faced." You ever seen those where it doesn't line up? You know, the break in this drawer doesn't line up with this sink. They're false drawers, and somehow I've seen them, and they just. And so, how do you do it? Quite frankly, I would never do that on cabinets I'm designing, but I do a lot of remodels, and so I do as-built conditions, and sometimes it pops up, and to be quite frank with you, I sort of ignore it, but this is sort of my typical vanity. For a master bath, I love this vanity. A 2-foot vanity, 2-foot vanity, 1 foot in the center, 1 foot over here, 1 foot over here. 7 foot total. Works great. 4 doors and what have you. And so before I get to figuring out how to put a double vanity in a triple face cabinet, which I don't think you can do very easily, because here's a base cabinet right here. If I select this sink, dump, and copy it, 08, and try to move it over here, what happens? Well, you can see what happens. It's a mess. It doesn't work. You can't just simply, and if you try putting another sink in there, it's going to delete the first sink and put in a new one. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't work. I mean, you got to have, the sink has to go in, and each sink has to go in its own cabinet. Even if you turn this into, in fact, this is a custom cabinet top. That's a custom, I already turned that into a custom cabinet top. Control Z. Control Z. Undo it. Okay, so let's first of all, before I do that, let me talk about how I use. Okay. Where do my dimensions come from on my cabinets? Let's open up an existing plan. I mean, out of the box. This is not out of the box what I'm working on, but let's do an out of the box CB. Let's see what they have. Control X, Control W. No, I don't want to save it. Stick it right there. Control V. Now, here's something right out of the box. And how is that organized? You know, what's the door widths and heights and what have you? How do I figure this out? Item number 1 is a 1.5 inch countertop. It's pretty typical, right? And then they have 1 inch there. I thought, number 2, that's a 5-inch drawer. Now, just so you know, before we go any further, that 1 inch, for me, I use 1/2 inch. I use 1.5 inch countertop. Are you watching this? I use the 1.5 inch out countertop, but if I go down, they're using 1 inch for the separation. I use a 1/2 inch. They use a 5-inch drawer. I use a 5-inch drawer. They use a 1 inch separation. I use a 1 inch separation. They use 23 and a quarter. What the frick is that, man? I mean, I'm a quarter inches. Maybe that's the way it's built, but it's not easy for me to figure that stuff out. So this is where we're going to vary. And then a 1 inch at the bottom, and then a 4-inch toe kick. Makes sense, right? Well, that's what they do. But what do I do? If I put a new cabinet in here, CB cabinet base. Right, hey, CB cabinet base. What does mine look like? Here's my cabinet right here. You see that? Here's my cabinet. That's out of the box. I mean, that's my standard stuff. So how is that organized? Let's start with this. I told you this is 1.5 inches, and it is, right? 1.5 inches. Perfect. If I go down. Oh, shit. 1/2 inch. I have a 1/2 inch separation. They have a 1 inch. Hey, why can't I do this anymore? Oh, maybe I have to do this way. I have a 5-inch drawer. They have a 5-inch drawer. 1 inch separation. This is where I differ. Okay. So if you're interested in this, mark this down. 1.5 inch countertop. 1/2 inch for the separation. 5-inch drawer. 1 inch separation. 7-inch drawer. 1 inch separation. 7-inch drawer. 1 inch separation. 7-inch drawer. 1 inch separation. Now, why is this so magic? This is so magic because suppose I want a pots and pan drawers. First of all, I'm assuming my vanity cabinets, my kitchen cabinets are all 36 inches high, right? They are. Well, that's what we're doing. I mean, in the old days, the vanities were 28 or 30 inches tall in the bathrooms, right? And I think that's for the kids, for the little kids, so they can reach it. But people don't like that anymore, so we're not doing that. So why are my numbers magic? Because If I want a pots and pans drawers, I just delete this, select this, UU, and change this to 11. So now you're going to see that what I have is a 1.5 inches, right? That's what they have. I have a 1/2 inch. They have 1 inch, but I have a 1/2 inch. 5 inch. That's what they have. 1 inch, 11 inch, 1 inch, 11 inch, 1 inch. Very easy to change. If I now delete this because I want a door there, I delete this. I think it's easier to delete than add. And so now I just change this to a door, right door. And it's 23 inches. Okay, my door is 23 inches. What size is theirs? 23 1/4. Okay, it's pretty close, right? I mean, come on. So it's very easy for me to change. So just so you know the numbers that I'm working with, that's how I work with my numbers. So this is my typical cabinet. I love this. 12, 24, 12, 12, 24, 12. This is what I have in my own personal house, and it works pretty good for me. I mean, could it be bigger? Yeah. Could it be smaller? I don't know. Could be, but I don't know. This works for me. My wife has all this stuff right here. She puts all her crap there. I don't know what even this is, and then I get this top drawer right there. I get that little top drawer. You know. That's where I squeeze my razor into it. Anyway, so but what we want is a triple face. Now, how do we do that? So I know this doesn't work at all. I know that doesn't work. So if I take this, Control C, Control C, Control V, stick it right there, what's going to happen? Okay, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna have a 6-foot base cabinet. I'm gonna put two sinks and 3 faces. I already know that 3 faces doesn't work. I can't put two sinks in one cabinet. If someone else knows how to do it, fine, tell me how to do it. So this is how I'm going to change this up right here. I am now also going to take this, Control C, Control V, stick it right here, and this is going to be my 6-foot cabinet, UU. It's gonna be 6 foot wide, okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the countertop and that 1/2 inch spacing right there. So it's really, I don't have a countertop, 0. Height is 34 inches. No. Well, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Did I do it? Oh, I gotta spin it. Do I have to spin it? I guess I have to spin it around. Spin it around. Perfect. Now I want to make this I want to make it 6 foot wide, and I want to make it triple face because I think that's sort of what he was looking for, right? And you can figure this out with it. There's your triple face. Oh, wait a second. Wait, why do I have a wait? Whoa. What did I do? Did I change something up on this? I don't want a countertop. 0, and I want it to be 34 inches tall because I'm getting rid of the 1.5 inch countertop and I'm getting rid of the 1/2 inch separation below. So it's 34 inches. There I go. For some reason they left the sink in there, so I'll get rid of the sink. Tab. Delete the sink. Okay. Now I want to put a double sink on top of that, don't I? Let's get rid of these 2 windows. They're in the way. I can make them smaller. So now I'm gonna change this. The I don't want a toe kick. That's a standard toe kick stuff, right? 0. I want the overall height to be 1.5 inch counter and a 1/2 inch separation, right? So 2. Done. And I want the width to be 36 inches. I'm gonna start with 36 inches. And it's going to be UU, and it's going to be 34 inches to the bottom. 34 plus 2 is 36, right? Right. Slide it over to here. Slide the base cabinet over to here. Slide this over to here. 0.8. Move this over. Oh, hang on. How about 0805 to reflect. Oh, how about 0805. Done. Perfect timing. There it is. What do you think? Not bad, huh? There's your whatever. I'm going to go on to part number 2 in a second. Let's do part number 2. Let's just do some more stuff, because I think there's some problems with what I'm doing here. But so far, anyway, let's explore it some more. That's the end of part 1. Part 1.